What is capital budgeting? Every business faces decisions that shape its future, such as buying equipment, expanding operation, launching a new product, launching a new campaign, so on and so forth. These choices require careful planning. That's where capital budgeting comes in. You cannot just haphazardly start a project. You have to plan it. So capital budgeting helps businesses evaluate long-term investment opportunities. So the first thing we need to know about capital budgeting, it's for long-term. To determine whether it's worth it to invest this money, time, and effort into this new product, campaign, new division, so on and so forth. Before we proceed any further, I have a public announcement about my company, farhatlectures.com. Hello, my name is Farhat. You are here because you are either an accounting student, a finance student, or someone who's studying for their CMA or CPA exam. Great. You are looking for some additional help, and we can help you. I strongly encourage you to visit my website, farhatlectures.com. I offer additional lectures, resources, including PowerPoint slides, multiple choice questions, in some circumstances, exercises, and true-false questions. Our material is aligned with your CPA review courses, with your CMA review courses, with your college courses. I offer a risk-free trial that you can try to find out whether my website can help you or not. If you find it helpful, you subscribe, you keep your subscription. If not, you cancel and your risk is free. If you like this recording, if you like my lectures, you would like what's on the website, give me a chance to help you with your college courses as well as professional certification. I hope to see you on the website. So why use capital budgeting? Why to use it? Well, imagine planning a factory expansion. Well, you have to commit millions of dollars. Well, before you commit this money, you will need to know, will it deliver its return? Will the investment deliver the return? Will the new manufacturing expansion earn enough return for the company? And this is where capital budgeting provides tools to help us estimate the future cash inflows as well as outflows to determine whether to proceed with this new manufacturing plan or not, or explore other options. So what could be some examples of capital budgeting? What are we looking at here? I told you we need to build a manufacturing facility. We need to expand operation. Is it worth building a bigger facility? We might have to undertake a major advertising campaign. Will the expense that we are going to incur is justifiable to sell the product? We might have to purchase new equipment. Should we buy or should we lease? Which one is a better long-term option for us? Also, capital budgeting would involve cost reduction. Maybe sometime we have to use machinery rather than labor. Is it worth it? Is it worth putting up that upfront cost? Sometime we need to replace old equipment. Why? For newer, more efficient technology equipment. Is it worth it? But bear in mind, there are many risks when it comes to capital budgeting. Why? As I told you, capital budgeting are long-term projects. First, the first risk is bad data. Miscalculation of profit and loss, inflow and outflow of cash can lead to poor decision. A case in point, Tesla solar roof. They underestimated the cost, causing delays and losses. So they just simply put, they did not plan properly. They use faulty data. Competition could come into the picture. Rival may introduce similar project or similar product. The example will be the BlackBerry. BlackBerry fell behind Apple and Samsung for that matter in the smartphone industry. It could be customer preferences. What's trendy today may not be trendy a year or 2 years from now. So trends can change. Blockbuster movie. They ignore streaming services, allowing Netflix to dominate the industry. You could face regulations, laws that could impact your profitability. An example would be, a good example, Airbnb. They faced stricter rental rules limiting growth. That could be an obstacle. Even though you plan the capital budgeting properly, you did not succeed because of legal forces. Economic factors. factors, inflation, recessions, downturn in the economy, could derail your plans, whatever you wanted to invest for. For example, Boeing 737 MAX were delayed because of COVID-19 cancellation. No one wanted to buy airplanes. Well, that has nothing to do with Boeing, it's other factors. Now, what are the key tools in capital budgeting? Things that we can work with. Well, we're going to learn about a tool called net present value. That's one. We're going to learn about a tool called IRR, internal rate of return. We're going to look at a payback period and a discounted payback period as well. And you're going to see where the time value of money comes into place in most of these computation. We're going to look at ARR, accounting rate of return, or the simple rate of return. Those are different tools that we need to utilize, deploy when we are doing what? Computing, planning for capital budgeting. So this is basically an overview of what is capital budgeting. It's long-term project. And what we need to do before we undertake this long-term project, we have to study it. We have to determine what are the inflows of cash, the outflows, the risk, and determine based on the data, assuming the data is correct, and assuming no external influence will derail us, is this an acceptable project to undertake or not? So it's a tool to help us determine whether we should undertake or not undertake a project, launch a new campaign, so on and so forth. What should you do now? Go to Farhat Lectures, look at additional resources, lectures, multiple choice, additional exercises. That will help you whether you are an accounting student, CPA, CMA candidate, or studying for some sort of a professional certification. The best investment you can make is invest in yourself. Good luck, study hard, and of course, stay safe.